If you meet Drew Chesney, he comes across as a teenager with a lot of personality and loves to serve his community as a volunteer firefighter. The fact that he's able to help others is a true miracle. It all started a couple of years ago when things just didn't seem to be going right for the 9th grader.
I got really dizzy and lightheaded when I would get up in the morning to just go and get ready for school. And I used to just get really lightheaded and I had no idea why. And then I would have to go down on all fours and stand there for a minute.
It progressed and got worse. Every day, life was getting difficult.
Bright light would really bother me, and my eyes would start to goof out.
The first trip to the hospital wasn't fruitful.
They pretty much told me that it was viral and not to worry about it because it'll go away.
It continued for months. His dad and fire chief noticed things were just not right, so they continued to pursue answers. A follow-up trip to the family doctor confirmed this was not something ordinary.
They checked my blood pressure and it was, when I was standing up for about 5 minutes, it was 60/30.
They decided that Drew needed to go to the experts at the Geisinger Janet Wise Children's Hospital in Danville. At first, they noticed an infection in his tailbone, but blood work confirmed something deeper than that.
The infection near his tailbone actually occurred because his white blood cells were in low numbers, and the white blood cells he had were leukemia cells and were not functioning.
It was the next morning then he told me, the doctor came in and told me that what I had.
He has acute myeloblastic leukemia, AML, and AML therapy consists of intensive chemotherapy.
This meant he was going to spend a lot of time in the hospital. The first dose wasn't bad.
Until the second one got worse. And those are just the ones that introduce you in the first two. And then the final two are the ones that they really hit it hard and they want to get rid of it. So those were rough. Those were probably the most rough.
He had to stay in the hospital for about 4 to 6 weeks, got intensive chemotherapy, waited for his counts to recover, went home for a couple days, came in again for intensive chemotherapy, stayed in another 4 to 6 months, and he did that 4 times. So it's a pretty long hospital stay, especially for a teenager.
The chemo made him very prone to illnesses. A simple cold could kill him, so he had to stay in the hospital. He tried to make the best of it while he was there.
He would get his chemotherapy and wasn't really very sick most of the time. He would go out, convince the nurses that he needed to play cards with them.
I went out and played Uno with them, and I would learn card tricks, and I would just do magic card tricks to them, and they'd try to guess how I did them.
He was always bouncy, despite everything, you know. Even when he was feeling tired and run down, he'd still have a smile on his face.
He used to do rounds with me sometimes, and he had definitely a couple girlfriends in the hospital.
He loved to be social and talk with everybody, talk with the nurses. He never wanted to just hide in his room.
And it was not all about himself.
If he saw another kid that was kind of feeling down, he would just, always wave and smile and, keep their spirits up as well.
We had a pizza party the one day. We just had, well, not really just a pizza party, but we had a party in general of, I ordered pizza and brought it up, and other people brought different dips and chips and stuff, and we 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night just ate and just talked.
A good outlet considering Drew was confined to the same room most of the time. Imagine if this happened to you while you were a teenager. That's where the Children's Miracle Network funds help to make things comfortable.
Oh, I had a giant, I think it was 40-inch TV in there. I had my Xbox. I was set. I had a whole, they have the cabinets and stuff, and I had them filled with snacks. So it was pretty much just like I was at home, but I wasn't.
While Drew spent a lot of time in Danville, his friends and fire company showed support from home, creating a successful Drew's Crew campaign to help support his treatments.
It's so weird to see all the Drew's Crew stickers, because I'll just be driving around town and I'll just see them on the back of cars, and it's just really weird to see my name on the back of someone else's car like that.
Now that Drew has had all of the 4 required treatments,
Drew's prognosis is very good. He's over a year out from his chemotherapy. He's shown no signs of leukemia. I expect him to be able to go off to college and live a long, normal life.
Now Drew gets to spend time doing things he loves, like working for the local volunteer fire department. Due to his age, he does mostly support work.
We call ourselves the Gophers because it's go for this, go for that.
Though let's not downplay it too much, he does very important things too.
I can hook up the engine to a hydrant, and I can do more stuff on a crash. I can use power tools. I can use a line and shoot it through a window if there's flames.
All in all, he's very proud when he puts on his gear to serve. And because of Drew's ordeal and that great risk of cancer that firefighters have, the chief has created a standard of operation to lower cancer risk.
I had to figure out something we can do because firefighters, through smoke inhalation and all that, and all the volatile organic compounds that you can get through just anything burning, can really give you cancer. I just started to go back and just see them just say hi, check in how they're doing, and then normally bring them peanut butter, egg.
He respects and cherishes all who worked on him, including Dr. Miller.
She's a great person. Her hands are always cold though.